Avril Lavigne with Skater Boy. The Chris Hemsworth film Extraction has been whipping up a storm. It's filmed here in India and the cast is predominantly Indian. What a great high for Indian cinema. I'm going to be chatting with 3 of the actors who are in it.
94.3.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishikesh.
Randeep, Rudhraksha, Priyanshu.
Hi.
Priyanshu, thank you very much for joining me. And I want to start with you, Randeep. I remember joining Imtiaz and yourself in the cast of Highway up in Kashmir and telling you that, you're probably one of the finest actors of our generation and why you haven't done anything on the international firmament since Monsoon Wedding. And I remember you telling me, saying, man, I haven't even made a showreel for myself. So did you finally get down to making that showreel or is this that showreel?
Well, I when I came to Bombay 20 years ago, I grew up watching English movies. I grew up watching these big films and I always wanted to be a part of them. And because I was in a hostel and we were only shown Hindi movie only once a year before the summer holidays. So, whenever you used to watch it on VCR, we used to fast forward the songs and stuff. So I always wanted to be in these kind of movies. And I thought I'll come to Bombay, make that showreel. That's why I was attracted to Ram Gopal Verma and all these kind of filmmakers where I started my career with. And then after almost forgetting about it, I get a call in Aram Nagar to go to Aram Nagar in this little house and on a phone camera to audition for probably one of the biggest filmmakers in the world. And I got the part. So it's like The Alchemist, you go all around, but you find finally that, the treasure is in your backyard, which is Andheri.
Rudraksh, you right now are the envy of the whole nation in terms of the amount of time that you got to spend with Chris Hemsworth. I remember going to Sydney during a press junket for Thor and I didn't know how to break the ice with Chris, so I just started talking about cricket and he told me that he was a fast bowler in his backyard back in the day. You played football with Chris, you've hung with him.
Yeah.
That first moment, what did you do to break the ice? Like I used cricket, what did you do to break the ice? What was that first moment?
When I got to know that I'd be working with Chris Hemsworth, I first cannot forget that moment. And the first time, I was actually in my tent where the monitor was situated. I was doing my makeup check and there was like a cutout and I saw from that Chris Hemsworth was walking into the set. I was like, Mommy, he's here, what are you doing? I went up to him and I was like, that time Infinity War had been released, Avengers Infinity War. I went up to him and I said that iconic line from Infinity War, which was bring me Thanos, and he said that line again and he gave me a big hug and he said, nice one, Rudy, and he did that. Yeah, so that's the first time meeting. It was fun.
Smart. Priyanshu, the Bangla that's spoken in Bangladesh is radically different from the Bangla that's spoken in West Bengal. Did you have to go into those nitty-gritties or did you just keep it like a generic accent? Because I find that you've got a lot of Bangla dialogue.
Yeah. No, I'm speaking throughout. I was told that I'm doing an English film, then I was told, no, you're doing a Bangladeshi character in the mafia of Dhaka. And I said, so I have no English lines? I said, no. So I was like, okay. And whether it was a Bangladeshi Bangla or Bengali, it would have been difficult for me because I don't speak either of them. I only speak in English and Hindi. I had to prep a lot, to do a 2-3 months training. So they got me, we actually went close to doing the Bangladeshi Bangla. It's called Bangal, I think. Even my co-actors, the guys who are playing my gang members, they are Bengali actors, They also took time to get hold of that one. We had a tutor, a filmmaker from Bangladesh, Rafael, who was training us throughout 2-3 months prior to the shoot. And then on set also he was there. So after the cut, I think the first time, whenever a cut would happen, I would look it straight first to Rafael and then to Sam, thinking whether my lines was okay and looking at Sam whether my performance would see me there. And Sam was very, very sweet. He would make me comfortable and say, take your time, just take your time and be comfortable while you're performing. And that gave me a lot of confidence. As we kind of prepped, we went into it, and that is what these guys do. Make you so comfortable that you give your best.
Okay guys, just a heads up, the Sam that he's talking about is director Sam Hargrave. Actors Priyanshu Painyuli, Rudhraksha Jaiswal and Randeep Hooda are talking to me about Extraction, which is currently on Netflix. More conversation on the Chris Hemsworth starter up ahead, but first let's listen to some Calvin Harris and his My Way, only on 94.3 Radio 1 One World, your station. I'm Hrishikesh. Sampling Corona's Rhythm of the Night are the Black Eyed Peas and J Balvin, that's Ritmo, Bad Boys for Life. My guests of the day are actors Priyanshu Painyuli, Rudhraksha Jaiswal and Randeep Hooda. There's some breathtaking stunts in action performed in the film Extraction. Sam Hargrave, the director, incidentally, is the stunt and action director of all the Marvel Avengers series films. More conversation with Randeep, who's actually done a lion's share of the on-screen and off-screen action with Hollywood matinee idol Chris Hemsworth.
94.3.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishikesh.
Radio 1.
Randeep, your affinity for horses is very well known. In fact, you walk into the Royal Western India Turf Club here in Mahalakshmi, and everybody just talks about Randeep Hooda. And I go through the press copy of Extraction, and I'm like, man, that's his biggest strength. You know, he's a Ghursavar. And why haven't they got him to do action on horses? But then I realized that in an urban milieu, it's a little difficult for you to do, unless you're playing mounted police, to do something with horses. But you seem to have had some fun on horses. Yeah. But you seem to have had some fun on horses with Sam just off the set. Yeah.
It was after Diwali, and on Diwali day, I had asked Sam if he'd like to go riding because I have a friend there called Jay Patel who has friends who own horses, and we can ride in the riverbed of Sabarmati River, which dries up at that time of the year. So it was really something. So I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, we'll go, and we'll go in the morning." I said, "Okay, 4:35, we have to go." And then it was Diwali, so me and Rudy's dad and a couple of other people, we were visiting Scotland for a while and slept late, and still we had to go and ride in the morning. And we went out on the riverbed and all that, and I had one of the embarrassing funny moments. I was telling Sam about this medal, that medal, and we go up on the little hill to look around the place. We come down, so I just got down for something I don't exactly remember, and then I had to get back on up. So I was like, because that saddle was such that you can't step into it, it'll just roll over. So I tried to jump on like these, like Sam was doing, and I fell face forward on the other side. Too much laughter and embarrassment. And then my bridle of my horse came out another time, and I was thinking, I hope this doesn't happen to Sam, or I don't get injured. Or there go my chances of becoming an action hero, and end up in comedy. but it was good fun. Sam has got a background of growing up around horses in the countryside, and that's where we also share a common writer that we both like, Louis L'Amour, and his westerns that we used to read, and that's where he started choreographing his initial fights by the description given in the book, which was really vivid and nice because Louis L'Amour was also a prize fighter. So we talked about all those things, and from there about the character and where it will go. There's a lot of Western genre movie influence about the largeness and the tilt up towards these characters, and of course it's a very gritty film. So Sam and me got along in that way a lot. He's a really nice guy. I don't think this movie would have turned out to be what it is if Sam did not have that action background. And he was the director, and there was his team, Daniel Stevens, his best friend Thayer Harris, who were coordinating all the action, and he was on the camera strapped to cars falling off buildings and whatnot, and going take after take after take. And it would have taken longer even if this was possible, but that really adds the edge to the film. And knowing that when we started shooting the drama parts, the talky parts, which were not action, and Sam would be somewhere else and not on the camera, it was like a bit discerning in the beginning. And then but it was good, man. Super.
The stunts and the action have to be seen to be believed. Extraction is on Netflix. Go check it out. Still to come with Randeep Hooda, Priyanshu Painyuli and Rudhraksha Jaiswal. More behind the scenes revelations. I'm Hrishi and this is 94.3 Radio on One World, your station. Time to listen to some Major Lazer and Marcus Mumford. This is their hit, Lay Your Head on Me. Carly Rae Jepsen and Owl City with Good Time. Priyanshu Painyuli, who impressed us in Vikramaditya Motwane's Bhavesh Joshi Hazir Ho, or Bhavesh Joshi Superhero, as the film is known, is speaking to me. So are Randeep Hooda of Sarabjit, Highway and Love Aajkal 2 fame, and the child actor Rudhraksha Jaiswal. They're in the film Extraction, which also stars Hollywood and international superstars Chris Hemsworth and Golshifteh Farahani. Incidentally, the Russo brothers are involved in the film. Anthony Russo co-produces it, and Joe Russo has written it. More conversation.
94.3. This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Rudhraksh, you actually met Joe much earlier because he was here for Avengers Endgame. I remember at that time this film was called something else. And your interactions with Joe, I mean, this is part of the Russo brothers, man. The people behind the Avengers series, and now Joe's written Extraction. So your interactions with Joe, now that Randeep has talked about Sam.
So when we finished the shooting of Extraction last year around February, and then I got to know the Endgames are releasing and Joe Russo is coming to Mumbai for the Endgames promotion. So I was very excited. I said, Mommy, should I go meet him? Mommy was like, yeah, sure. So I approached him and then he emailed me back, like, yeah, we would love to meet you. Let's meet in Taj Lanson where his promotions were going to happen. So I went there and I met him. I was super, super, super excited because I was very nervous to meet him also because I went there. We had a lot of fun. We had lunch together. Then we had dinner. We discussed a lot about our films and he said, you have done a very good work in the film. I'm appreciating. I mean, you're going to get recognition overall in the world and I will surely cast you for another film also. And when I heard that, I mean, my heart skipped a beat at that time. I don't know what was happening with me. So yeah, that was a good interaction with Joe Russo sir.
So Priyanshu, were you one of those lucky men who got to spend some time with Miss Farahani, the beauty that she is, and such an exception? Or were your scenes, all
I don't
separate?
think so.
Were you... So tell all.
No,
the whole.
I'll tell you what really funny thing happened was when we were shooting in Ahmedabad, when we had just started shooting and the tests was going on, makeup tests, look tests and all that, and I was just flying every day from Mumbai to Ahmedabad. I remember speaking with some of the ADs and we were just chatting over the script. I said, I have no scene with Chris. I'm the antagonist here. Do I have any scene with Tyler? That's his name in the film. They said, no, you don't. Yeah, you're just being powerful guy on the other side. But then I saw there's a scene later in the film in the end and it said with Nick, and Nick comes and meets Amir Asif. I'm like, who's Nick? I did not know that Golshifteh is there in the film by that time. I had just gone there for my trial and they said, oh, no, Golshifteh Farhani is playing Nick. I said, oh, I got a scene with Golshifteh? Oh, then I'm fine. I think then I'm okay. Maybe then that makes it up for me because I'm not doing a lot of acting. I can makes it up for you don't have any scene with Chris. You're not even doing anything with him in any scene. But there was a scene with Golshifteh. We chatted for really long on the set that one day when we shot. And in fact, I was talking to her about that film she's done with Irfan Khan, Song of the Scorpion. And she speaks in Hindi in that film, which is an alien language for her. I'm speaking Bangla, which is again for me. So we were just chatting about everything. And she loves Indian cinema apparently. And she's done she loves Irfan Khan, she was telling me. And she's very sweet, one wonderful actor as well. So yeah, my interaction with Golshifteh was one of the things which I can cherish. Joe Russo, I remember just saying hi to him while I was walking to my set in Thailand. As I said, I used to be tense every day on set because I have to speak in these lines, right? In Bangla, I don't know, I can't improvise, it's not English, Hindi. And the three men just walk past me, they just shake my hand and I'm like, hi, good luck. I'm like, thank you so much, sir. And I just walked to my set and somebody then told me that was Joe Russo. I said, oh, damn it, was that Joe Russo I just said hi to? And we cannot have any interaction, but come on, let's just start shooting. But yeah, these are the kind of, even with Chris, I think I had a very funny first time meeting because we met at the hair van, inside the hair van when I was getting my hair extensions done and he's just somewhere to get his beard trimmed. And I saw him in the mirror, I'm like, oh, hi. And he's like, hello. And I said, I'm Amir Asif actually. I think he got confused first looking at me, oh, this is the guy who's playing Amir Asif. But then we started chatting, he played some music on his small Bluetooth speakers, I was singing and I'm like, oh, nice. We spoke about India, but really grounded guy. And sometimes you don't get starstruck because of the way they behave with you, in the first go. And you don't have to do much, you just have to talk to them. It's very easy.
Super stuff. Heading into the home stretch of this gripping interview with the principal cast of Netflix's Extraction. Don't go anywhere. Here are the Destiny's Child girls with Bootylicious. I'm Hrishikesh, and this is 94.3 Radio 1 One World, your station. Kylie Minogue with Giving You Up. Hollywood comes to town. Extraction, the motion picture, is currently streaming on Netflix. It's produced and written by the legendary Russo brothers, starring Chris Hemsworth, aka Thor, and directed by Sam Hargrave, stunt coordinator for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Actor Priyanshu Painyuli's villainous Amir Asif, child star Rudhraksha Jaiswal's Ovi Mahajan, and Bollywood star Randeep Hooda's character Shaju are all getting rave reviews. And this is the last leg of a chat with the three Indian actors.
94.3. This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishikesh.
Randeep, I can't help but notice that you look like a mountain in this, man, and I mean it like a compliment. I mean, I look at Love Aajkal and then follow that up with this. I know it's part of an actor's job, but for us on the outside, it's quite remarkable, the transformation. So, like I said, you look like a mountain, you're special ops. So, did you do anything in particular to change your physical regime to get that body, man, for Shaju?
Well, I was in a more of a Sardar big shape for Saragadi, and I was following that when I got this part, and that was a good beginning. And then weeks of action rehearsals, weeks mix of, hours of physical activity and combat and, do it again, and just going through all those things, all that training, all that physicality does things to you, to your mindset, to your body. There is a certain, the way you start carrying yourself, and there is a certain belief that, if I was going to punch somebody, it's going to hurt. That develops through all the practicing that you do. So that kind of gives you that. So that was a big part of the preparation. And then the makeup was a big part of this for me towards the latter half of the film. And that was done by some fantastic people. Dan, who's doing my makeup through the film, and then Damien, who won an Oscar for Fury Road for makeup and prosthetic special effects. So they were there and they were doing it. And, after they do it, you feel like your hair, you feel like a samurai. So it was all that mountain feeling was created by a lot of people, which then inhabited me as a person and as an actor. So it was something that was a creation of a team, not just me.
Thank you for that. I can't wait for the world to see it and encourage what you guys have done. And you made India proud. So Randeep, Rudhraksha and Priyanshu, cheers.
Thank you. I like that, made India proud.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Time to play you the Canadian reggae band Magic and their No Way No. Right here on 94.3 Radio 1 One World, your station. My name is Hrishikesh.